What is going on, beautiful people? It is Tuesday, July 19th. It is currently 10:30 in the morning for me here on the East Coast. We're waiting for Jackson, who's in Central Time, waiting for us to join. He just liked my message, and we got a great show today for y'all. We'll be talking about the Golden State Warriors. We'll be talking about the Detroit Pistons. We'll talk about the San Antonio Spurs. We'll talk about loads of other things. If you guys did enjoy the show, be a friend and tell a friend. And if you guys didn't like it at all, just forget it ever happened. So, with that being said, we'll talk about this when what's his face gets on. But as of right now, it's looking like our guys, Kevin Durant and Kyrie, will be staying in Brooklyn. Yes, Kevin Durant and Kyrie are accepting the fact that more likely than not, they will be staying with the Brooklyn Nets as a trade continues to seem more and more unfeasible. So, with that being said, I'd like to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think of this situation? Who is going to be traded? At this point, I think Donovan Mitchell will be traded before Durant or Kyrie because it just seems like a lot of work. Also, supposedly, Devadis Dolikis is the 34-year-old guy who's going to become an assistant coach for the Sacramento Kings, as well as we got Jackson over here. Hello.
So,
Not much, just setting up the little banner right here we got. I just announced that Kevin Durant and Kyrie will not be traded. It's been announced by Adam Zagoria of New York Star Ledger that Kyrie and Kevin Durant are aware that it's unlikely they will be traded and are expecting to remain with the Brooklyn Nets for the foreseeable future. And same thing with the Kyrie Irving trade. They believe a Kyrie Irving trade will not happen.
fuck Adam Zagoria
or some shit like that from. Yeah, and last night it was reported that LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook had a three-way phone call reassuring their loyalty to one another, and it is expected that Russell Westbrook will as well not be traded.
What's up, Josh? I don't believe that, though. I don't know why.
I think at this point, if they do trade Russell Westbrook, it's for, like you said the other day, a Buddy Hield, Miles Turner
It's a great trade, TJ McConnell. It's a good trade.
I thought about the other day, if I was the Lakers, I would even trade for a package of. I was trying to think, who the hell was I thinking of? I think it was with the Utah Jazz, a package of like Bojan Bogdanovic and like Mike Conley and or Jordan Clarkson, like all the older guys on the Utah Jazz. I would trade Talen Horton-Tucker and I would trade Russell Westbrook and picks for as many of the Utah Jazz guys. You?
Yeah, if I was desperate.
It gives you more spacing.
Yeah, but Conley would be really nice. I saw a trade from my Lakers channel. I saw a trade recently. I can't remember what it was, but it was like Mike Conley, Bogdanovic, something of that.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty solid. Yeah, I'd trade Talen.
I've never liked him. You?
He's never liked him. I love Talen Horton-Tucker. I hate this slander. Man.
He can't shoot.
He dropped 40.
Okay.
He dropped 40.
There's a lot of players who've dropped
40 in the NBA.
I'm not saying I could drop 40. I'm just saying there's a lot of players in the NBA who've dropped 40. I'm pretty sure Josh Smith dropped 40.
Well, yeah, Josh Smith is dope as fuck, though.
You're calling Josh Smith dope as fuck, the man who robbed $80 million from the Detroit Pistons?
Yeah.
You see T-Max leaving Adidas?
Yeah, good. And I did get. Am I high? No, dude. I watched 2 episodes of Stranger Things last night.
I've never seen that.
because this dude Matt peer pressured me. It's pretty solid.
What's up,
It's kind
Joshua?
of goofy, but I was up to like 6 a.m. I swear to you, I didn't get my alarm today, and I just like
Woke up
woke up.
supernatural.
Like, yeah, I don't know how. I don't know
That's how I
how
wake
that
up.
was in the cards, but
I still set an alarm, but I wake up supernatural usually. I also just love saying it like that. I'll wake up supernatural. Well, that's like a line from a Lil Dicky song, but I've always found it so funny because it goes like, "I don't need to set alarms. I wake up supernatural."
oh wow.
Yeah. Either way, let's get into some Golden State Warriors talk as you said last night you would like to do. And right here, we're gonna tell tragic clip this. Okay. Who is Barb? Barb is so hot.
Click this. Oh, dude, it's this fat ugly bitch. Cut that out. Cut that out.
Do you know Barb in real life? Yes.
No, she's a fucking character. She's from Sierra Burgess is a loser.
Is that a show, movie?
It's a movie with Noah Centineo.
Who
You
the
know who
fuck
that
is Noah
is?
Centennial?
What? You know
Yeah.
Noah Centineo, bro.
I
He's
feel
the dreamy dude in the movies. The kids these days.
you're. Oh, I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. Dude, he's 26. I thought he was younger.
Damn.
Let's pull up the Warriors. The Warriors roster for this upcoming season. Let me share my screen. Share screen, share window. Oh, this is fucked. Chrome tab. There we go. Oh, yeah. Let's get rid of this ad. Oh, yeah. So this is the roster we're looking at right now. Patty B, Steph Curry, Dante DiVincenzo, Draymond Green, Jonathan Kuminga, Kevon Looney, Moses Moody, Jordan Poole, Lester Quinonez, Klay Thompson. Did you just hear that? Caleb. I called him Caleb. Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, and James Wiseman. This does not include Guy Santos or Ryan Rollins. And by the way, Mac McClung won't be signed.
Whoa. Why?
Because they said they want to give their last roster spot to Ryan Rollins. And basically their reasoning behind it is due to the fact that, they rather give it to Ryan, the drafted guys. They rather put their drafted guys. Matt McClung wasn't.
Man, that makes sense, but I think Mac McClung's a good basketball player.
I mean, I think Matt McClung's a good basketball together. Okay. But the problem is that he's 6'1". He doesn't have an elite shooting ability. He's not an elite defender.
We don't know these things.
We do know these things. We've seen it. Like he's he didn't dominate competition. He played very well.
He
didn't dominate.
Dominated competition.
He did not dominate competition. Moses Moody had 27 points a game. That's dominating competition. Matt McClung had like 19 and 5 and 5. Like he should have been having like a triple double if he really wanted a contract.
Well, I'm sure he wants a contract. 25 and 5. G League Rookie of the Year. Free Mac McClung.
I love Matt McClung. He played at Georgetown, then he played at Texas Tech. I got to see him a lot at Texas Tech because he played the Jayhawks a few times. But furthermore, I will admit that Matt McClung is going to get freaking exposed defensively on the side. Also, I think George changed. Did Joshua George change his picture to you in like the interim?
And yeah,
I also
but
think he
I
just
think
took this picture.
it might. Be, it might just be a burner, but that's how it looks.
Okay, either way, back to back pick one, guys. Mac would be awesome. Houston. Houston does not have any point guards besides Ty Washington. Daishan Nix is an NBA caliber player. Kevin Porter Jr. is a shooting guard who's is moonlighting as a point guard. So with that being said, I think the Golden State Warriors, you look at this, Steph Curry, Jordan Poole, they probably bring in Ryan Rollins. And honestly, the only other player I can see him getting is like a Pat Bev or a veteran backup point guard. They're not going to bring in a guy who's a second-year point guard. They already brought in their young point guard in Ryan Rollins. Do you like that Pat Bev?
I love that Pat Bev. Yeah. I made a Mellow video yesterday. I think they. What about a big man?
Going
Still no
where?
big man.
They don't need another big man. They don't. Going where? Carmelo going where?
Golden State.
That'd actually be cool. But would he pick up that Otto Porter Jr. role? He'd be a power forward, small ball 5, right? If Carmelo went to the Golden State Warriors. Well, obviously, I don't think this would ever happen.
I don't really like the idea of Carmelo Anthony being a 5.
Dude, I want Carmelo as my small ball 5.
When did that?
Just now.
Have I been missing something?
Just he's 6'8", and if you're over the height of 6'6" in the modern day NBA, you're able to play center. If you're 6'6" and 220 plus pounds, teams will try you at center.
Okay, yeah, maybe in Houston. I don't think
Golden State was running Andrew Wiggins 6'7" at center. Draymond 6'6".
Okay, so that gets me to my point. Carmelo Anthony does not fit into the Warriors system, and I don't think he's a good fit.
Okay, we agree with that. Give me why he doesn't fit.
Because if they put him at small ball center, he'll get exposed.
You want to get exposed? You just put him in the corner. Just throw him on the corner.
I don't think that he. What was the question? Why don't I like the fit?
What veteran / why don't you like the Melo fit? And what veteran would you want the Warriors to sign with their last open roster space?
He just doesn't fit their philosophy. I don't think he'd play well. I don't think he'd complement Steph Curry. He'd be like a sour, maybe not like a sour wine, but instead of wine and cheese, Melo on the Warriors would be like fruit punch and cheese. It just, I don't know where it's going. I don't know why anybody wants that.
People don't talk about Melo yesterday. Dude, Melo shot this past season 37% from 3. It's 37.5.
Well, he's that dude. He always has been. Never was.
On like 6 attempts a game. I'm taking Carmelo. I actually have convinced myself. Carmelo Anthony on the Warriors. Okay, small ball 5. Third string power forward playing that Otto Porter role. Come in, shoot 6 3-pointers a game, and tell him to play defense.
And he'll respond with, "Yeah, I'm all set."
I think right here when you look, we'll get to some Rockets talk in a bit, but I think right now when you look at the Golden State Warriors, I don't think they're going with any more veterans, even though a guy like Pat Bev or a Carmelo would be cool. Honestly, I think Dwight Howard would even be cool for them.
Definitely Dwight or Boogie.
Or I think Dwight, like I don't know if Boogie just fits with their philosophy. He's just too much of a head case. Is that rude to say? Because the reason
he used to 8 years ago.
Well, supposedly the reason why the Denver Nuggets didn't bring him back was he got in a fight in the locker room during the playoffs. Yeah. That's why they chose DeAndre Jordan over DeMarcus Cousins.
I think they're just covering up the fact that they signed DeAndre Jordan in their politic team.
I mean, I believe it. It's what I've had multiple Denver Nuggets fans tell me this because I asked, I was like, legit, why was DeMarcus Cousins not brought back? And then they're like, beat writers and insiders for the Nuggets said there was a fight in the locker room that DeMarcus Cousins started. And I think he punched
That's
someone in the
still
face.
that good. That doesn't mean go sign old bum DeAndre Jordan.
I think it means that no one wanted him back in the locker room.
I want him back in the locker room, so at least there's one. And
I just think, like, if you look at the Golden
doesn't
State,
mean go out and sign DeAndre Jordan.
well, the Nuggets are a completely different topic. I'm just saying, I think the Golden State Warriors would rather, if they were going to get a veteran big man, Dwight Howard as their third string big man fits their profile way better than DeMarcus Cousins. Because Dwight Howard could teach James Wiseman not what to do.
Yeah.
Imagine if James Wiseman can learn how to block shots from Dwight Howard. Have you ever sat down and just watched? I fucking love Dwight Howard. You think Dwight Howard was the NBA player who was DMing Jeffree Stars?
Oh, I don't really know what you're talking about. Who's Jeffree Stars?
Like Jeffree Stars is that I think he's a transgender like makeup artist on YouTube. He's like super famous, and he was on Impulsiveness the other day. And I don't watch Impulsiveness, but like, you know, like sometimes they pop up on your Snapchat story. And Jeffree Star outed an NBA player to Logan Paul and his co-host, and then Richard Jefferson like kind of like shitted on Logan Paul. Not Logan Paul, because they didn't really do anything, but Jeffree Star, because he's like, you, even though you just showed two people, you just outed somebody like against their will. Because Jeffree Star was saying NBA players hit him up or hit her up.
So the question was, do you think it was Dwight Howard? I don't know. Maybe.
You haven't heard about this? It was like a big deal. I mean, Dwight Howard did go on national television and cry about not being gay. You remember that? Like 4 years ago, when some transgender woman said that he was dating Dwight Howard, and then Dwight Howard went on a national syndicated morning news channel, and he like cried on national television, saying it hurts his feeling that people think he's gay.
He's been clowned for this for feels a lot longer than 4 years now. So
I think it's like 8 years ago.
I wouldn't be surprised, and sounds.
I mean, Dwight's from Atlanta.
Yeah, it sounds like he's got some real issues with.
Damn, Joshua just came at you. Oh my god! But what do you expect from the Golden State Warriors? Do you think they're gonna take a step back?
I expect at least 2 more championships.
Give me your run by while I take this stab on what is your Golden State Warriors like lineup right here. I give you all the players in front of you. What they're out of order because for some reason Rhea GM doesn't like. They put Patrick Baldwin as a shooting guard. What the fuck? Annoying. He's a power forward.
Doesn't he play shooting guard?
No, he plays power forward, like small forward. He's a wing. He's a forward wing.
Guard. Yeah.
He's 6'9".
Yeah.
Tell me what
I don't remember.
What's your 8-man rotation?
I'm probably going Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, Kevon Looney, Jordan Poole, Dante DiVincenzo, Moses Moody, and Jonathan Kuminga.
Are you going Kuminga But sup, Aaron? I hope you're doing better, man.
Well, and then James
Best.
Wiseman.
Who's your last guy off in that rotation? James Wiseman or I guess, dude, I don't know who would it be. Kuminga and James Wiseman, the last two off the bench.
I don't have numbered rotation players. I call them by their
Who's gonna break out? Kuminga, Moody, or Wiseman?
all three, but this year Moody.
You think Moody's gonna be the guy who takes the jump? Like who becomes like
Yeah, of that three, I think he's the closest. Yeah,
to
I
being a
think
starter?
yeah, I think Kaminga is. I mean, he's super talented. He's super raw still, and he's going to need some work. And same thing goes for Wiseman, but even more. I think he's even more raw. I think he's. I think he's got more just potential there, but I think he's a lot rawer. So Wiseman's definitely got to learn some stuff. I mean, Wiseman doesn't really, from what I've seen, I know it's summer league and stuff, but I haven't really seen that Wiseman could play well with Steph Curry. Just based, I feel like he's trying to make a play all the time a little too much. But I'm going with Moody.
You just got called dead. They said you sound dead.
But he's saying that's Aaron.
Oh, Aaron, you feel dead, or is it just a cold? Oh, dude, I read that in my head as they were calling you dead.
I feel it.
But no, I agree.
3 years.
Moody's definitely, dude. I could see Moody by the end of the year being maybe like forcing Klay Thompson to the bench as like off the bench, because Moody might just be, playing better, and because of his athleticism, he's the better defender. Because we already saw Klay Thompson, like, yes, he's still a great defender, but Klay Thompson, like, not as athletic, not as fast anymore. Like, I think Klay Thompson isn't a shooting guard anymore. I think they should play more like, I know Wiggins played amazing as a, like, I think Wiggins should guard the players that Thompson used to guard, and Thompson should guard the slower footed players.
Yeah, that works. Gary Payton's tough. Don't miss Gary. Kaminga's defense potential is awesome as well.
They did good with
Uh,
Dante.
Dante was a great pickup. I guess he kind of makes up for Gary Payton, but I still want him to some type of four. I guess they think they got their guys, whether it be Kaminga or Baldwin or whoever they're gonna run with in that Otto Porter 3 and DS girl. There's not too many options in free agency right now. I think it's like, oh man, I was thinking of something yesterday. I saw it was something similar of Eric Paschal. Damn, this is gonna kill me.
Dude, I literally thought about them bringing back Eric Pascal.
I still think they're. Excuse me. I think they're still a forward away from being truly content.
Why do you think I made that Carmelo argument? But Eric Pascal, they drafted him.
Yeah, he. What was his issue? Was his issue on defense? I feel like he was a pretty
Yeah.
selfish player as well.
I just saw it's like very limited offensive game. Like coming out of college, we thought he could be like a 3-level scorer, off ball. But the problem is, like, he's kind of just a 3-point shooter who has no interior post game. He's kind of like a weird body. Like, he doesn't rebound, but he has the body of like a small ball 5. Like, you look at Eric Pascal, you're like, dude, you are perfect for small ball 5. 6'8", 240, I think, or 230. I mean, he went to the
Just not a
Utah
fan of it.
Jazz. He's
Yeah.
best friends with Donovan Mitchell.
Oh, cool.
Search up Hoops Hype NBA free agent rankings, and they have a ranking of the remaining best free agents.
Oh, hell yeah.
Shout out Hoops Hype. Hoops Hype's legit.
I was looking it up yesterday. I can't. It was some. It was
What?
some basketball player.
I just think when you look at, we'll wrap up this Golden State Warriors talk, guys, and we'll switch over. Who do we have? I forget who I had else on this. It was Spurs and Pistons. What do you want to do next? Spurs and Pistons after we wrap this up.
It doesn't matter to me.
We'll do Pistons because I think we haven't talked about the Pistons in a while. We'll wrap up the show with the Spurs.
Sounds good. Oh, here's the article.
Okay, pull up the article. What's it up?
Juancho, did Juancho get signed yet?
No, Juancho hasn't gone signed, but Juancho's only had one good season. Correct me if I'm wrong. Look at his stats. He's had one good year. Actually,
It was I was thinking Jeremy Lamb or even maybe Jarrett Culver.
Jared Culver would be a great. I actually love that. The Golden State Warriors picking up Jared Culver on that last year deal and like on a 1 year deal. Imagine how cool it would be to see them like try, or even the Pistons. That's another guy. I'm gonna put Jared Culver in my head. The Pistons would, I think, is a team that could like take a chance on Culver. But wait, Isaiah Stewart has signed with the UFC. Please, what? Well, we'll react to that in a sec, Joshua. We'll react to that in a second. Beef stew, but I think, like you said, I'm just okay. Here we go. So we agree that the Warriors need front court help, either at the forward, more the forward position than the center position. Probably a forward who can be a small ball five, and a power forward. But would you rather go for a veteran like a Dwight Howard Carmelo, like we talked in the beginning of the video, or would you rather go for a younger guy like Eric Pascal, Jarrett Culver? I don't even know who else we could even put on that list, like a Josh Jackson.
Oh man, I'd probably have to go with a veteran. Just,
You think?
I mean, I look at their roster. I like it, but I still don't believe in Kevon Looney and Draymond Green being the big men for a season. But I guess the Wiseman, the
They
hope,
just did that.
is the hope with Wiseman. I know. I don't. I'm not. That's why I'm saying I'm not buying much stock into
You think
running
it was a
that back
fluke?
again. No, I don't think it was a fluke, but I wouldn't feel comfortable having three big men on my roster.
Really, two big men.
Yeah,
Green's your small wall.
two big men. At the same time, I
What
can
about
understand Melo or whatever they got to do.
All right, so veterans then. You got like a Carmelo, Markieff Morris, you got Dwight Howard, there's not much out there. Maybe Trevor Ariza. You got Iggy. You can bring back Iggy, but I've heard a lot of Warriors fans don't want Iggy to come back. They said they'd rather have Iggy come back as like on the coaching staff or the front office. They don't think he deserves a roster spot.
I don't know if he's got enough gas in the tank, but when you
That's
lose,
what they said. He's not worth the roster spot. They'd rather have him like be around the team, but as like a coach or like an exec or a scout.
I agree. When you lose Otto, Gary, Damian, JTA, Bellaliza, and Iggy.
Juancho Hernan-Gomez, low key, I think that's perfect. He can play power forward, small forward, and center. They also lost Nemanja Bjelica.
Yep.
He went back to Europe. I love how a bunch of Europeans are just going back to Europe, and they're like, dude, I don't know if you've seen, like, there's so many people who've just been shitting on NBA basketball who've got over to Europe. They're all talking. They're like the NBA players like all hate Jokic and Doncic.
Really?
Because they're not jealous, but like basically they're like Doncic and Jokic aren't nearly as athletic. They're not like, freaky, like they're slow. And the thing is that they don't understand how they're so good without like, I don't know, like how like without the the explosive athleticism or the tricks that they play so slow and at their own pace and they dominate so well. And there was an article, I'll read it. Dragic said it the other day. Let me pull this up. Dragic was the one who said it. Okay, here you go. Dragic talked about how Nikola Jokic and Luka Doncic dominate the league despite lacking the athleticism of most of their opponents, and why some opponents may find that really annoying. His IQ, Jokic, is such that he's just messing with them out there. In wait, Jokic said in an interview with Sportle, or I think they meant Dragic said in an interview with Sportle, Americans are pushing their way forward through marketing, and that's all normal. But when you put everything on the floor, it's a different story. Jokic is not fast. He doesn't jump, and that gets up their nose. How can this man play like this? The NBA players are all in good shape. You need to have 6% body fat. You need to jump so high, and I think it gets on their nerve. How can Jokic and Luka just play like this and not be in as good a shape as the rest of them and still dominate?
Oh, I would be too. Getting cooked by guys coming in out of shape. They do get better as the year goes on, though. So it's
I
not
mean,
like Jokic and
I think
Doncic are
Jokic
completely. I guess Jokic would be more
Jokic
so, but
takes care of his body now, but supposedly when he came over to the NBA, he drank, I think it was 2 liters a day of Coke.
yeah, they're still not like Luca. Luca, I think probably still comes to camp out of shape. Same thing with
Yeah,
the Jokic, and then you
Jokic probably
kind of
doesn't anymore. Jokic doesn't anymore because I think in his first extension they wrote it in his contract that if he came out of shape, he was fat. Like not fine.
yeah. So I mean, you're still cut down, whatever. But I would be too. I would be too. They play like Artie.
What are you doing right here? Shout out Matt.
I'm cutting Maxi, and I'm
Ooh.
starting Poole, and I'm benching Hallie.
I'm cutting Poole because I think Poole can't play defense. Poole is only good on the Golden State Warriors. Cut Poole's ass. I ain't paying him for shit. He's literally Tyler Hero for the Golden State Warriors. Yeah. Okay. He's actually better than Tyler Hero, but like you get my comparison. Like he's just best. Like Jordan Poole is his best version is going to be on the Warriors. I think if he left the Warriors, he wouldn't be as good. So I'm cutting Poole. I think Halliburton's like, did you see that stat the other day that Halliburton has a better career start than Chris Paul? Has had
Oh my god, that's
yeah, he's had
crazy.
statistically a better start to his career in the same amount of games than Chris Paul did. Starting Halliburton, benching Maxi. Halliburton's the
Nice.
truth.
Yeah, he averaged 10 assists a game in Indiana.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, didn't he average like 22 and 10 in Indiana, like the
I
end of the
think so.
season? Okay, so let's wrap up this Warriors talk and let's go over to the Pistons. Who are they? Okay, if you had to put money on it, supposedly they're signing Ryan Rollins. If they're going for a veteran, what veteran would you sign right now? Out of the
Ooh.
ones we've discussed.
Um, I'd probably go either a Mellow or I like Juancho. I'm gonna go Juancho or Mellow.
I'm going with you on Juancho. You said that earlier, and I really started thinking about it, and I really like the idea of Juancho Hernan Gomez there, just because they can use him at different positions, and he's a rebounding guy. He's a guy who also can pass. He shoots 3-pointers. He's a very European guys just fit really well into their system. But I don't know if you saw the breaking the news that just erupted about.
Curry got traded to the Lakers.
No, that'd be fucking wild. Do you think the two Curry brothers are ever going to play together?
That's a good question.
Wouldn't
Probably, yeah. Probably.
that'd be dope to have Seth and Steph
Until
together?
Steph's kid comes into the league.
All right. So peep this. They
Oh,
just tweeted NBA Central. article. We'll press on it. The Miami Heat have prioritized Kevin Durant over Donovan Mitchell. And also, sadly, the Big 12 and Pac-12 won't be fucking merging.
Good.
But,
Keep the Power 5.
so in recent weeks, as you guys see, that Mitchell seems like is destined to go to New York. And that's what I've been saying in my videos. And if anything, the Miami Heat, according to Jake Fisher, is remaining focused on pursuing Durant. And what do you think of that? What do you think of this right here? This is according to Jake Fisher. And Jackson has left the chat. Didn't even realize. But with this, Jackson is back. Hello, buddy. What'd you go do?
I had to blow my nose.
What's up, Max?
I'm so allergic to my cat.
My girlfriend's allergic to cats too.
It sucks.
I fucking hate cats, so I think I would love to be allergic to. Actually, I would hate to be allergic to cats because I think I'd hate them even more. I don't actually hate them. Like, I can tolerate them, but like, I would never own a cat, and I would never ever live with someone who owned a cat.
What if your girlfriend owned a cat? Would you dump her?
She's allergic.
Curb. Yeah, but what if she wasn't?
I wouldn't date a girl who owned a cat.
Clip this.
We're doing good today. Jackson supposedly stayed up all night watching what the fuck you watch, porn?
I watched a little Stranger Things, and I watched a little Seinfeld.
Oh, you watched the like a midget porn parody of Stranger Things? What you're saying? Little Stranger Things, that's what they called it. XXX. I don't know why I'm going here. I'm baked now.
Yeah, I watched midget porn all night. I just couldn't sleep.
Okay. I'm not gonna. Dude, listen to this. I'm not gonna say where this happened, but there was a task during a week of tasks my freshman year, and one of the tasks my friend was tasked with was he had to write a 5-page essay and find on an internet a video that had a midget, an animal, 4 races, and an orgy. And that video is out there. Wow. I don't know. And you have
yeah, I don't even know how you find that.
Yeah, dude. This is some wild shit. Yeah, that was wild. Either way. Let's go over to. I guess we're gonna move on from this fucking. What do we call it? The Miami Heat, the Kevin Durant. No, I'm fucking ripped right here. I lost my second, but now we're gonna go.
Sponsored by IsoPure.
What's IsoPure?
Grams protein, only 5 ingredients.
Is that what you're eating?
It's our newest sponsor.
Oh, what was that sponsor you're talking about? Underdog?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't say this online, but yeah, I won't. Yeah.
All right, we're going over to the Detroit Pistons. Supposedly they're actually keeping the old guys on the roster, which are, dude, they have like a fat roster right now. They're gonna have to cut some people.
I don't trust real GM. I just never know. I just have to always multiply, or I always have to go find multiple.
Real GM, as of late, has been really good for me right here on the rosters. Then for salaries and shit, I use Hoops Hype.
Hoops Hype. That should be a jingle for him.
It really should be. It really should be. This roster right here, actually, let's go by position. They have two guys on two ways, Buddy Boham, and as well as Braxton Key, who was on the roster last year. I expect Sadiq Bey to freaking break out. And Isaiah Stewart was hitting threes like nobody's business.
Nice. Nice.
They
What
have
about some love to Isaiah Livers?
Isaiah Livers. He was cooking in the summer league, and he played decent in the G League last year. I think Marvin Bagley going to continue eating. But are they going to keep Kemba and Alec Burks and Nerlens?
No.
I think they are.
No.
They're going to
golden. Kemba got waived, no?
Did Kemba get waived?
I guess not.
I didn't see anything. If he got waived, I think he would have been bought out. I mean, they're finalizing contract buyout. Holy shit, yeah, they did. But they haven't finalized it, I guess. Because if it was finalized, he would have signed with the team, or I guess nobody fucking wants him. You remember Heart Attack Kemba? Or was it Cardiac
Kemba?
Yeah. I'm stoned. But Cardiac Kemba, holy fuck. UConn championship. That was insane.
I have two quick stories. I was first getting into basketball when Kemba was going off, and I remember I fumbled the bag whatever year that was when Kemba went to the national championship game. I got into some trouble. I don't remember what it was. Probably banged some dude's broad, and he called my mom and was like, "Kid banged my broad," but irrelevant. I'm getting off topic.
Yeah, where's this story going?
My point is, I got into some trouble and I was grounded. I couldn't watch the game, the national championship game, and all my friends were going nuts the next day, and it was depressing, and I banged a dude.
You're gonna Josh is ripping you over
here. My point is, I haven't really watched national basketball championship games since. So unless Duke's in it, unless Duke's in it since Kemba.
I will admit, the UConn championship game with Kemba, I think, is the one of the first championship games I ever remember watching. Just because that was dope. Kevin Ollie deserves a job. Kevin Ollie deserves to be in the NBA. I don't know about that,
but Ollie, he sounds like a guy who went to Louisville.
Who's the head coach of UConn, where they won, but he got fired for that scandal 5 years ago.
Good.
Let's go back to the Detroit Pistons starting lineup: Jaden Ivey, Cade Cunningham, Sadiq Bey, Stu, and I guess. Will they start Noel or Bagley and then have Killian Hayes as sixth man?
I'd go Bagley. I still have hope. I still have hope for Killian Hayes. I always like to flex that I lived outside of Detroit. But I have hope for Killian Hayes. I think tearing your hip probably sucks. And it probably takes you a very long time to come back. But I think he might just be more poised for a six-man role, which I think he'd probably kill at. So we'll see that. I like Bagley.
He was cooking,
and I'm excited for him. I'm also pretty excited for Beef Stew. Sadiq Bey 50-pointer, and they got a steal. They know they got a steal on Jaden Ivey. As good as Keegan looks, Jaden's really solid, and Cade Cunningham will continue to work on his Hall of Fame career.
I think this year, Dwayne Casey is going to take this team. I think they're going to be a team that could make some noise, be a potential play-in team, especially if they keep these veterans on the roster. I think when you look at them, there's Corey Joseph, Saban Lee, Jaden Ivey, Killian Hayes, and Cade make up your guard rotation, arguably. and Hamidou Diallo. And I think they'll keep Al Burks. And right there, you have Corey Joseph, Kelly and Hayes, and Cade when he tries. They're all good defenders. Okay. And Diallo's also a fantastic defender. Then you got a good offset of shooting, and Cade showed he was shooting great by the end of the year. Burks is a shooter. Diallo hasn't been able to get that jumper to be consistent, but he's a good two-way guy. I just think this roster has a lot of two-way ability and athleticism with Sadiq Bey, Hamidou Diallo, and Cade, and Isaiah Livers, and even Bagley showing some two-way. Stewart, okay, and then they have a lot of shooting. I just think they're kind of trying to be. Everyone jokes about it, but the Toronto Raptors 2.0.
No, Troy Weaver's doing a phenomenal job, and they're definitely, whether it's this year or starts next year, they're definitely going to start making that noise sooner than later. They're just as set up as Houston and Oklahoma City, in my opinion. And
Exactly. I think they're a little bit ahead in their rebuild in a sense. I think they're going
they
the
have their
Memphis.
guy.
Yeah, and they're going the Memphis Grizzlies route where I think they're starting to bring in the vets. And like how a few years ago the Grizzlies had that mix of young guys and vets, and now they're slowly phasing out the older guys because those young guys are now starting to get off their rookie contracts and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the Pistons are going to do. They're now getting the vets in, take this team to borderline playing team, and next year they'll take the full jump to the playoffs, and then
Why do that though? Why? I don't know what a Pistons fan would say, but I don't like Noel. Actually, Noel might be cool. Al Burksell, I don't.
Albert's I think just shooting. And the one I don't fuck with is who else did they get in that? Alberts, Nerlens. They got rid of Kemba. Well, I guess they only have two left, so I don't think there's a problem with that because I think Olynyk's my biggest stumper. Why the fuck do you have Olynyk? He was cooking, and
He was cooking. Oh, they got Kevin Knox too.
they do have Kevin Knox. I forgot they have Kevin Knox. With Kevin Knox, I don't even know what you do, dude. If Kevin Knox can just do what Josh Jackson did for them a year ago, that's cool. I think Kevin Knox just has to show he can be more than just a Fortnite player.
Oh, is that what he does?
I have no fucking idea. He's
Don't you
just
want? Why would you want 5 big ass dudes on your team though? Don't you want?
they're obsessed with length.
Don't you want Jalen Duren to play though?
Yeah, but wouldn't you want Nerlens how to teach him how to be a fucking good rim protector?
Not really.
Nerlens Noel's one of the top 10 best rim protectors in the NBA. Nerlens average
him.
You wouldn't want. I think Nerlens Noel would be if he could make his. He's a great
I want Nerlens
starting
on my
center.
team. Not my team. The starting center on a rebuilding team.
No, oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I want Nerlens on the Lakers or the Celtics. Dude, imagine him on the Celtics.
I like Nerlens. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Dude. Or on the Nets or the Heat. Imagine Nerlens Noel on the Heat. That's insane. If they had to trade Bam Adebayo to get Kevin Durant, imagine Nerlens Noel.
Anywhere else would be money. Kelly got.
He was so stoked when you remember when the Pelicans rebranded and they drafted Nerlens, and I was so stoked, but then they traded him.
What could have been
Drew Holiday? Yeah.
Oh, good freaking decision. It all worked out.
Yes. All right. So, any last thoughts on the Detroit Pistons? What is your prediction
for last thoughts? Detroit Pistons 2025 NBA champs, Motor City, stand up. Cade Cunningham wins his first MVP in 2025 en route as he continues his Hall of Fame career. Saban Lee dropped 60 this year.
60.
That's my hot. That's my hot dome take. That sounds hot dome. I don't know.
Dude, my neck is killing from sitting like this right now. Because I usually lay back onto something and I'm craning my neck.
I want to be a podcaster where I can just like sit back on an angled, like you'll see like a
Like
video,
this?
yeah, like you'll see like a clip of something, and like the guys are like just sitting so far back, like they're just chilling, like in a person's living room on the
Is that kind of
couch.
what we're doing at this point, but just through a webcam?
Yeah, but I'm just more like perked up, like this is close to me. Kate Cunningham is a superstar.
No, I agree, Max Hill. Jalen Duren, I don't know about superstar, but he is all-star caliber player, 100%. I think Jalen Duren could be like, the Whole Foods store brand version of Dwight Howard, which is like really fucking good, but and like he might win a defensive. Yeah, I take that back. I think Jalen Duren could be the next coming of Dwight Howard.
So Hall of Fame center.
Yeah, that's a lot, but I think that is a lot. That is a lot I put on his plate, so maybe not. But all right, let's switch over to the San Antonio Spurs to wrap up this episode.
Cut out. Okay.
You didn't seem. Do you want to talk about something else, or you want to go to rumors?
Talk about the current state of affairs. Yeah, yeah.
What is?
I'm good talking whatever.
I don't know. I'm giving you the mic. Let me. Do I sound fine holding it like this? Is there any interference?
No.
I'm just holding this like straight up. It's kind of enjoyable. But either way, let's talk about. Yeah, what do you want to do? Rumors or the Spurs?
Let's talk about Derrick Rose's career in extremely detailed length.
It looks like Max Hill said rumors.
All right.
We'll run through these rumors right here. Oh fuck.
We are taking call-ins, guys. Just call my home number. I'll put you on speaker.
I actually do need to set up the idea of the Google phone call. Well,
Yeah,
they're all
It's not so complicated.
no. So I set up a Google number, and then theoretically, there's two ways I can do. Either they call the phone and I put it on speakerphone, or second, I text them the link to join the show, and then we throw them on a camera.
Jeez. Yeah, I don't know if people are gonna want that.
Yeah, we'll do the call.
I mean, you can come on here, and one episode I should just not.
Jackson, you just lost yourself. You are a talking.
Yeah, but you can hear me, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying is like this is what a caller would like. You don't have to show your cam.
Oh
So
yeah.
I'm saying one day maybe I should just like do a whole episode. Like, what if I just like went?
This is fucking stupid. Do not do an episode ever. It would be like, well, where's Jackson? Jackson actually has became anxious, has a bunch of stress about his face.
Marley.
Alrighty. So let's see if any new rumors have arose.
Should just do a 24-hour stream on this channel to raise public awareness and just like be on Hoops Hype and just hit the refresh button like every 5 minutes. That's it. That's all we fucking do.
You guys want to see the news as live as it can be. All right. So look at this. While Poole has been prioritized as the rumor potential piece in a theoretical Warriors trade package to land Durant, there has been little traction between the Golden State Warriors and the Brooklyn Nets on such a blockbuster transaction, sources said. Despite the apparent openness both from the Warriors veterans and Durant himself regarding a superstar reunion in the Bay, Golden State has not been categorized as a team that's made serious overturns to pry Durant from the Barclays Center, according to Jake Fisher, of Bleacher Report.
Boo.
What happens if Jake Fisher hears that? Do you think he's going to be ever butthurt? That we just, every time we mention him, there's just kind of like ugh or like a grain of salt. It's just like next to his name, there's just a quotation.
I'm sure he's used to it at this point. Honestly, Raps fans have given him a hard enough time. I hope, rightfully so. I stand by me. Stand by me. Do you know what I'm talking about? You know,
The movie?
Miami. Don't turn on
The movie Stand By Me?
me. I don't know. I'm like singing a song. Anyways, Kevin Durant will
I
be
don't
a
know if you
Golden
were
State
singing.
Warriors. According to my sources, Kyrie Irving will still be a Laker, and Kevin Durant will still be a Golden State. And it's still happening. And this is what my sources are telling me. These are from very trusted sources. But
Live from the wire.
my question remains, what's going on in Brooklyn?
Industry plant Brian Windhorst.
Can the internet do something?
Dude, if I was Secret Ganta, not Secret Ganta, Secret Santa. I'm so stoned. Secret Santa for ESPN, I would gift him a Peloton.
Oh my goodness gracious! It's like kind of like a nice gift from you, though. Like it's like, but there's an underlying message that I don't.
Oh, there's so. And write like a card. Use this, you fat fuck. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I have no problem with fat people or anything. That's just me.
What's going on in the gym?
What's going on?
Why haven't I been going?
KD is going to Miami. If KD doesn't leave Brooklyn, he's going to Miami. No. Tyler here is getting an extension. Oh, and DeAndre Hunt. Oh, 2 news.
Wow. I'm very surprised, actually.
Yeah, okay. First off, both Barrett and Hero are expected to command a maximum payday, and it seems unlikely Barrett will find a new deal in the is it interim or interim?
Interim?
Or interim?
Interim?
Like interim reports?
We'll let the viewers decide.
Is it interim or interim?
I don't know. It's a good question.
I don't know.
I never really thought of it like that. I don't know.
It's like, is it data or data?
I don't know. That's another good one.
Regardless of the trade outcomes, there are a greater sense of optimism amongst NBA executives that the Miami will come to terms with here prior to the 2022 to 2023 season. They always seem to pay their guys, one assistant GM said to Jake Fisher, of Bleacher Report. Now, Jake Fisher, of Bleacher Report, says the Hawks and DeAndre Hunter have not found much progress in extension talks. The Hawks have failed to come to terms with John Collins ahead of the 2020 to 2021 season, and they're facing a similar hurdle with reaching an agreement with DeAndre Hunter. Supposedly, both sides roughly $20 million apart on the salary terms over a 4-year deal. Most likely that they're offering him a 4-year $80 million, and he's asking for a 4-year $100 million. Which one are you going to talk about? Tyler Hero's worth max money? Is RJ Barrett worth max money? Is
Skip.
Really?
Is a spade a spade?
Damn. Yeah, I agree. I think Tyler Hero is worth the same amount of money as Jordan Clarkson or Colin Sexton. And I think RJ Barrett is worth 4 years, $80 million. He's worth RJ Barrett should get the same deal Keldon Johnson got.
I have issues with that. I think RJ's been better for longer. I like the Hero take. I'm not a Hero fan, or he seems like
I like Hero, but I don't want him on my team.
This girl says I have the same nose.
Keep dreaming.
I'm just kidding. I don't know. I couldn't even like even if I saw a picture of his nose, I couldn't be like, oh yeah, it looks like my nose. I don't know how people would notice that, but um, she said that I have a similar nose, and even though as alike as Tyler Hero and I look like, and we both do well on and off the court, I don't think he's worth a max contract. But yeah, RJ, I agree with Max. I think RJ is a little bit more deserving for more money than 80 for 4 years. Is he worth a max? I mean, I guess he's probably not technically worth a max, but who is ever worth the max these days?
Hunter and Barrett should get the same
DeAndre
contract.
Hunter is not even close to a max contract. He's not even
4 years,
close.
100 million.
Not even
4 years,
close.
90.
Not
He
even
should at least get the same
close.
amount of money as Keldon Johnson.
What has he done that Keldon? I mean, I don't see why in any way, shape, or form he should be commanding the same amount of money as Keldon Johnson. Like, did I miss something? Is did DeAndre Hunter get good at basketball out of thin air? Or what am I missing? He doesn't want.
Well, first off, Jasmine says, okay, that.
Oh.
You see her? She's like
Yeah.
rooted into the couch. She's just right here. This is our mascot, little eye booger. But first off, I want to say that our guy, DeAndre Hunter, before he got hurt a year and a half ago, he was averaging 17 points a game and like 5 rebounds and like 3 assists and like 2 steals and a block a game. Okay,
none of those. There's like one of those things was true. One of those statements was true, and it was the points.
I'm pulling up his goddamn.
Hunter has never averaged more than 2 assists. He's never averaged more than 1 steal. He's never averaged more than 5 rebounds. He's never averaged more than half a block per game.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna go over here to the
and as Aaron Barton says, he's always gets injured. He gets injured too much. He's already 24. He's about to be on the wrong side of 20. No, that's not fair.
Right here, you goddamn cunt. Pre-All-Star, averaged 17.2 points, averaged a steal a game, half a block, okay, 2 assists a game, 2.2, 5.5 rebounds, shot 37%, 52% from the field. Yeah, look at this stats. And then he got hurt. Like, look at how much he fell off. Right here. God damn it, I don't even know how to go about this.
Oh my goodness.
Just know, right here, look at this. Look how fucking baller he was.
All I see here are just efficient scoring and
look at this. In 18 games is the starting forward.
But all I see with these statistics are
52%
is scoring.
But defense,
why am I maxing out? He doesn't want to be maxed, does he? How are you How are they $20 million apart?
One somebody 4-year 80, 4-year like 20 million altogether. In total. Yeah, okay. It's not fucking 20 a year. That would be like they wouldn't even be talking.
DeAndre's like, I want 20. Atlanta's like, I'll give you 0.
Yeah.
He has potential. I thought you were typing up his name twice. Oh, this dude's fucked.
116.7. You know how fucking good that is?
Okay.
He's a fucking all NBA caliber defender.
Okay. I still would, maybe not this year. It definitely can't be this year, but I would start looking over.
I'm just saying.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, yeah. So to wrap up the show, we'll let our little horn dog Max get off.
Should we look her up?
Yeah, we're doing. She could get it. She's thick. You know he's putting his face in between that. Going to town.
Does she have
She's really not that hot. Like her face is a butter face, but she's got a banging body. Like, look at this. Kind of like a coconut.
coconut head?
She's like, but like, I'm a terrible person. I judge people, so like I don't actually judge people, but like I do make fun of people. But that's also because like that's my sense of comedy. I'm an asshole.
Hmm.
Oh wait, are the pictures not even showing?
Mm-mm.
Dude, I thought I've been sharing it the whole time. I don't even know how to get back to this. All right,
I
right here.
hope.
See, this is what I'm saying. Ready? Like her, she's got a butter face, but this is what I'm saying. This is what
Whoa,
he's putting his face between. You know,
it's
he's
a
just
big butt.
tossing the salad every night.
Yeah.
And don't get me
Damn.
wrong, she could get it,
He's
but
yeah. He's.
she's kind of got a butter face. Like her face is just kind of like, I don't know, a little too wide for me.
I wonder
I'm
what
an
she's
asshole.
like.
What do you mean?
Yeah, what the hell is that? He
Is
said
this even
that
allowed?
he said that Kyle Kuzma couldn't handle her. I think she looks
Yeah,
great.
NBA players pass them bitches around like it's a fucking nothing. Like I swear the NBA, like there's at least a hoe that's banged like every NBA player. Thank you,
Blue
Bart.
Mountain
6 for her
State.
face. 6 for her face.
I
Thank
wouldn't
you.
call 6 a butter though. I'd say a butterface is like a 3 or a 4.
Okay, yeah, not a butterface, but she is a
But I
6 for her
see it.
face.
Yeah, yeah, close enough.
She's no body. You're going for that girl for personality and body.
Do you see Sharif Cooper? I didn't know Sharif Cooper was hooking up with Ash Cash,
Who's Ash
and
Cash?
she's some fame or I don't know how famous she is, but she's a big Twitter hoe. I don't know if hoe is the right word, but yeah, look up like I don't I don't know what you're gonna see here. I don't know if you got private search on, but um
What is she like?
well, there's just a lot of videos of her sucking. Yeah, right
Really?
there. We didn't
Really?
see it right there.
I did not. Was there one?
Yes. It wasn't. It was pretty. Yeah. It was right
Did you
there.
see it on my screen just now?
No, because it's like blurred out for the internet.
Uh,
But yeah, she was definitely
she's
giving
she
some
sucks
dome
dick
in that
to who?
Google search. It was
To
like,
who? Whose
to
dick
the
is she?
dudes like Sharif Cooper. She just like
Oh, is she like OnlyFans?
yeah. She I don't know if she is an only. I know she is an OnlyFans girl, but I don't know if she's an OnlyFans girl. If that makes sense. I think her and Sharif are hooking up or something, and his summer league stats were oh fuck. So that was the
His
joke on the
puss was
street
going to his
was
head.
yeah, that was a joke. Like, what did Ash Cash do to my man? Suck the soul
Cherie.
right out of him or something. Like that. She's hot from my memory.
She sucked the game out of him.
Yeah, that's 200K likes.
That was like when Jamal Murray's dick
Oh my
sucking video
fucking
got leaked, and
lord!
everybody
Yeah,
was like, just
Jesus
like
Christ.
Jamal, shave your pubes. They're like Jamal Murray. They're like Busch Gardens.
That's Don't people think that was like totally on purpose?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Some people think that was like totally on purpose.
Okay, this show has gone haywire today. It just became dick sucking talk. Who's NBA players getting their dick sucked? All right, so that's basically it. If you guys enjoy this type of conversation, my dog wants to go outside, but if you enjoy this type of conversation, leave a like down below, be a friend, and tell a friend. If you didn't enjoy it, forget about it at all, and just go on. Go check out Jackson on all his streaming services, and I don't know why I said streaming services, but channels. and his Twitter and his Instagram
Yeah,
and his
guys, I've
golf
never heard
ball.
of Netflix. Go download it for me.
Yeah, Josh, Jamal needs to be. That would be the
Bro,
greatest.
that would be.
Would have been the greatest app like promotion ever. But
Yeah, that
either
would
way,
be genius.
follow me on Twitter. Follow the NBA show on Twitter. Let's go. Let's go. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Follow me on anything. Bye. Check us out on podcasts. This is an internet show, but there's a podcast version if you missed out anything. Shout out to
Horns
Tragic
down.
Rage.
Shout out Tragic Rage. Horns down. Horns down.
We'll be
We'll
back
turn this
tomorrow.
into a one day. One day we're gonna be able to just say like, "Yo, can one of our viewers turn this into like a crazy sick Longhorn edit?" And someone will like do like a meme, crazy satirical thing. Yeah. All right.
It'll be great. It'll be great.
All right.
Bye.